Thank you so much for this opportunity. Really, this is something that I owe being part of what back then I think was called vocational education, probably. But I was in the VOE program. Um, my name is Cynthia Olivarez, and I currently serve as Dean of Instruction at McAllen High School. I didn't graduate from McHi. I went to school at Memorial High School. I'm a Mustang, class of '86. And when I was a junior, decided I wanted to work my senior year. So that summer went for some interviews, ended up getting a job at the Monitor, which is, our local newspaper. I never even knew the paper was actually printed here in town. I just thought it magically appeared every day. So when I started working there, I was in the bookkeeping department, and it was in the summer, and I turned out to be like this gal Friday type of person. And every 2 weeks I was in a different spot. Someone would go on vacation and I would fill in. And I ended up staying there. I started my entire senior year, I worked there. And then when I was graduating, the publisher said, if you plan to attend Pan American University, as it was, then you've got a job here. As long as you're going to school, you've got a job. So I thought, well, that's fantastic. So I stayed there, and I ended up staying there the whole time. I worked there for almost 6 years, and I credit that job and that experience for pretty much everything that I have done up to now. Really learned a lot about teamwork. Someone mentioned earlier, the soft skills. In looking at those soft skills, just the communication, because at one point when I was doing classifieds over the phone, people back then, they'd call in and want to place an ad, and people would be upset, and just learning how to talk to people, and working with adults, people who were much older than I was. I was probably the only high school student working there, and I worked in classifieds, I worked in bookkeeping, I worked in the display advertising, and working with so many different people just really helped me to understand and better, I guess, be a better team player, and just be a team player all around. A lot of responsibility, working under a lot of pressure, constant deadlines, of course. So all of those things really have helped me my entire career. And then on a personal side, I made some great friends there. And I've been here at McAllen High School. It's like I've had 2 jobs in my life. I worked there, and then I came here. I was off for like 2 weeks, came here to student teach, and I ended up staying here. So my whole life I've been here now. Completely positive experience.
And Cindy, what skills did you learn in high school that you think are still helping you today?
One of the things that I remember from being in that vocational education course, because it was a class in itself, one of the things that they would really stress a lot was, professionalism, and being on time, and being sure that everything that they asked you to do, you were able to complete, and doing the job and doing it well. And after one of the I think it was like in January, we went to a leadership conference at the beach at South Padre, and learning just how public speaking, how to speak in front of a group, how to do presentations. I don't know. I just feel like it helped me to see the world in a different light, really. And working, like I mentioned, working with a team from the beginning, because we had to work with a team in our class. And then once I was at work, of course, working with adults. I have to say, I don't ever have a day that I really don't, I don't think about my years at the Monitor. It was just really the best thing that could have happened to me, to have that job the whole time I was going to college. And like, I think it was, somebody said that they were working full time and going to school full time. And that was my case. And so it just taught me a lot of really, I think my work ethic is all owed to that, and to the fact that I chose to do VOE. So Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Well, Cindy, thank you very much.